Hello everyone, we are so happy to see you back on our channel. It is time for another current progress video. Presence of creeps on skirmish maps makes a game much more exciting. Among the creeps are wild goblins, trolls, wargs, wights and spiders. Multiple team members have been working on them, but we would like to praise the work of the animator. Often animators specialize in animating men and humanoid beings, while they can rarely handle 8-legged creatures. We think that spiders in Battle for Middle-earth 2 were not much of a threat, and because of that we want to make them more dangerous to players' forces. One of our artists has already prepared the concepts for the spider lair. Entmoot is what the Gathering of Ents is called, and in both the book and movie it takes place in a forest. Because of that, we think it looks good in Battle for Middle-earth, so we didn't want to deviate too much from the original idea when we were making the building anew. Now it matches with the up-to-date graphics. This video shows the Entmoot exactly as it looks in the game engine, being Unreal Engine 4, with ray tracing mode activated. We also added a few butterflies to make the place even more lovely. Take a look at the Elven stables. The building looked good in the old Bifme, but like with everything else, we made it anew, taking advantage of the new game engine. We put entangling vines on the fence and applied new shaders to the glass dome. Horses love apples, and we thought it would be great to have a blooming apple tree near the stable. Perhaps at some point we will also add a horse betting lady. In the Lord of the Rings books, it is said that the Noldor elves mainly lived in Imladris. Their armor is fully based on the Hobbit version. It's a bit different from their ancient armor as seen in the War of the Last Alliance. According to our plans, Noldor elves are going to act as cavalry and pikemen in Reforged. We attempted to give shields to the cavalry, but ultimately decided that such shields don't really look good, as riders never use large shields, as they would be unbalancing the rider, and smaller shield variations look quite odd, thus they were completely removed. By the way, in the books, elves use neither harness nor bridle, just like Gandalf. Elves are naturally light and do not cause their horses any discomfort when riding. Similarly, they can walk on snow without sagging through it. These are the elves of Mirkwood. We made their armor to look like what they wore in the Hobbit trilogy. Their armor is seemingly made of varnished wood, which is light and durable. Mirkwood warriors are going to replace Lorien swordsmen and archers, although Galathrim, elite warriors of Lorien that can fight with both swords and bows, are going to be in the game. Because of all this, we prepared a new voiceover for the elves of Mirkwood. One talented voice actor managed to almost replicate the original voiceover for Lorien elves, now adding mentions of Mirkwood instead. It might seem like the voice comes from the old Biff Me, but this exact voice is recorded in 2021.
Watch your footing! Don't draw attention! Like the wind! We bring swords from Mirkwood. Mirkwood archers, ready for battle. Drive back these foul creatures! Our homes must be defended. Weapons ready, elves. Watch for the enemy.
Each elf realm is going to have its own banner, so we made one for Rivendell, Mirkwood, and Lorien. The Elven Barracks are made in the architectural style of Rivendell. A sentry elf stands guard on the second floor. Tom Bombadil was well made for Battle for Middle-earth 2, but we want to make him much more detailed, so the level of it would match the up-to-date computer graphics. One particular and excellent artist of our team has already prepared artwork of him. The Barrow Downs is an ancient burial site for the lords and kings of Arnor. Once upon a time, the Witch King sent evil spirits to inhabit the tombs, raising the resting dead as wights. These creatures will be present on some of the maps in the game. Wights wear various jewelry, such as rings and bracelets. They are magical creatures capable of conjuring up fog and other spells, glorifying the Dark Lord himself in their incantations. Frodo could hear a part of it when he woke up in the barrow. By the way, if you are a solo singer or musician and want to provide vocals or music together with our composer, feel free to send us an email. Meet the Dark Lord Sauron. His armor looks very special thanks to the specific textures and engravings on its surface. We learned much from the Fellowship of the Ring behind the scenes reel, because it stated that Sauron's armor was made using sulfuric and hydrochloric acid to get a peculiar metal corrosion effect. We did our very best to create a similar texture. In Skirmish or Common Multiplayer mode, Sauron is expected to wield a sword like in the Return of the King deleted scene, while in the campaign he would use a mace. We have also conducted some animation experiments. Watch Sauron wielding two weapons at the same time. Let's talk about his spells. We think it's a good idea to have him use the Rain of Fire spell from Battle for Middle-earth 2, but with different VFX. We also believe that it would look great for him to produce a flash of light when attacking, like in the Fellowship of the Ring prologue. Of course, he will also have new spells. We are thinking about it. There was an idea to make something with fiery lightning. Why lightning, you might ask? There are occasions in both books and movies depicting Sauron conjuring lightning. When Isengard is defeated, Sauron's rage manifests as a lightning storm above Mordor. His very own litless eye is enveloped in lightning. Shortly after his final defeat in the book, his spirit rises above Mordor and a great black hand surrounded by lightning temporarily covers the sky. However, we also realize that lightning bolts in Battle for Middle-earth are Isengard's signature move, really, and we do not want to duplicate or make similar spells. That's why, perhaps, what you see will just be a mere attempt to create such an effect. One of the things we've been working on is pathfinding improvements. What we've shown earlier could be called global pathfinding. It guides the units from point A to point B in the best path possible at the time. But in an RTS, many things can happen during the journey. For this, local or dynamic pathfinding is required. It allows the units to handle situations like obstacles, fights, or anything else that might occur during movement. This is especially important with collision turned on. We've been working on a prototype that can handle hordes based on specific rule sets. Not only does this allow us to handle hordes, it also allows us to create custom movement approaches for each unit type, like infantry, cavalry, trolls, etc. Each unit moves differently based on their speed or size, for example. With this prototype, we can make each unit type perform to the best of their ability by faking complex behavior. Some use cases for this system are handling banner carriers or moving through narrow paths, remaining in a horde formation, lost units returning to their horde, armies crossing each other, cavalry tramples, you name it. The system is being developed outside of Unreal Engine 4 as a proof of concept. We have reached the final testing phase and so far it looks promising. In a Númenórean workshop in great secrecy, Minas Tirith is being made. The statue of Isildur will be one of the jewels of the White City. It can also be used in skirmish mode as the Men of the West statue. Farewell for now. Thanks everyone for your support, your patience, thumbs up, comments, reposts and letters. Reforged team, out.